Katt Williams and Theo Von.
Oh, he's the GOAT. He is an iconic comedian. He has a new tour going on right now called the Heaven on Earth Tour. He is labeled by many as an oracle, as the Black Crystal Ball, I've heard him called. I'm thankful that he came down from the clouds today to spend time with us. Today's guest is Mr. Katt Williams.
I ain't never heard none of those names for Katt Williams before, but we'll take his word for it.
What's up, man?
What's up, man? It's time. It's good to see good old Theo Von.
It's an honor,
The
man.
world loves you, you know?
Well, that's nice of you to say. I feel like I can't believe I'm around you, I think. You know, I feel like you seem like a mythical figure.
Where'd he get his jacket?
Well, you know, like Sasquatch or like a unicorn or something like that.
He talks so slow.
Yeah, you'll still feel that way by the end. Like, I won't ruin that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's the good thing about people like you and I. Like, if somebody thinks that they like us and they think they've made a connection with this person on the screen, when they're around us, it's legitimate because it was legitimate. You know what I mean? Like, if Theo Von wasn't successful, he doesn't have a different story.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? It's the same story. He lived that story. And that's why people gravitate to you, because there's nobody like you.
Well, thanks, man. I feel the same about you. I feel like everybody does.
And you have a statue of me at your house. So, you know.
So, yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, thank you for letting them even do that statue. What was that whole deal like with them, with Michael's? That's where I got mine at, was at Michael's.
Right.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Did you do it wasn't a collab, or what was it?
No, they just robbed my image and likeness because they could.
Messing up, man.
Because they were doing it for religious purposes.
Oh, yeah.
I allowed it to be.
What?
Well, thank
We
you.
wish you a Black Christmas.
Hey, man, look, I'd be honored to have one. I'd be honored to have one. Yeah, man, because when I met that guy there, he said, we got 2 left, man, you know, and there was 200 and one of them was marked down because they had a chip in it. But it's still, man, it's an honor. I keep it up in my house year round. And people walk in and they're like, no way, that's Katt Williams right there.
It is.
And it's beautiful, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. You have a new tour, man. I know people talk about touring and comedy a lot, and I want to know what kind of keeps you still doing comedy. Like, because I think when we start out, maybe it's to be funny, and then some people get to this place where they want to have a message. Do you notice that kind of tone shift in your desire to do it over time?
I don't think so. Like, I always try to have a message, just because I enjoy the fact that while laughing and joking, you might learn something you didn't know and have gotten it from a comedian. And I kind of dig that. But everything else is just continuing this conversation with my fan base. Like, these are my friends that I haven't seen since the last time I was here. And here's our discussion furthering our relationship. So it hasn't felt much like work.
And it's the Heaven on Earth tour. Do you believe in heaven?
Absolutely. And earth.
Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah. Fair. Touche, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when I first, because when I was growing up, we just had, you learned about heaven and stuff, but all the pamphlets or whatever I'd seen at church or anything, it always had, it was mostly white folks on it, right?
Right.
And then I went to a black church one time.
Yeah.
It was, I think it's called Greater Starlight Baptist Church. That was in our town. And
shout out to Greater Starlight Baptist.
Oh, yeah, it was nice in there. This was in Covington, Louisiana. Right. But yeah, they had
about 13 miles from Slidell.
Yeah, there you go. Wow. Matt Williams in the building, baby.
Right.
And that's when I realized,
don't make me go Gert.
Everybody's that's when I realized, everybody's going to be in heaven. That was the first time that I realized heaven was going to be very diverse. I'd never thought about it.
Right.
And it blew my mind. I was like, oh, wow, they're going to have black folks in heaven, Asian folks, all types of folks are going to be there, you know? And
It's truly the only place that white people are a minority
yeah, huh?
is in heaven. Just because thousands of years went with nobody getting to go.
Yeah.
Just because of fuck shit that they might not have even been involved in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I don't know if I'm starting to look forward to it. I am excited about it.
Yeah.
But I guess I get caught up in like a lot of worldly stuff, you know, like there's still things I want to do here, that type of thing, you know?
That was so funny, bro. I can't even say nothing. All I could do is laugh at that one.
Really?
Yeah.
You still got stuff you haven't done?
Yeah, man, I got some things. Yeah, some different things. I would like to write a book, I think.
Don't say what they are, but
Okay.
I'm saying just the fact that you got things that you're excited about doing, that's the joy of life. That's when you're living is that's why it's so difficult for these super wealthy people to be fucking happy. Like they can do everything else, but they can't fucking be happy because they've lived all their dreams. They got everything they were trying to get. They wake up and they can't score a touchdown no matter what. It's a terrible life. But guys like you and I that still got stuff to try and taste and, you know, things to feel and people to be around, like it gives life a wonderful meaning.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that is something that, like, if I stay kind of motivated and I have a plan a little bit, it keeps me a lot more like, okay, I want to do this. I still want to try that. Yeah. And I start to think, man, I'm running out of time too. You know, if you really like to taste different things and smell different flowers and, you know, and see what's in different gardens and stuff, then you start to run out of time.
No.
You don't think?
No, because you had to be in the position that you're in now for you to be able to make some of these things happen. Couldn't have done them at 34 or 24 or 14 because circumstantially you weren't ready. You weren't ready financially. You didn't have the time. You didn't know that's what you wanted to do. Now at this place is when you can make those things happen. Like you can do everything on that list of yours in 2025 with no fucking sweat. And your biggest problem in 26 is I gotta have a new list. Yeah, time is one of the main things that's made up.
Yeah, you think?
I know.
So it's just used as like a mechanism to limit our thinking?
Well, don't say limit. You said that you like this thing because it gives control and it puts things in its place. And that's what time does for us, so that we're able to keep track, you know? But the less you deal with time, you realize you have the right amount of time to do everything you gotta do every day. 24 hours. And you could make it an adventure every fucking day. Like, hey, I could die tomorrow. What would that mean I would need to be doing today? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, not looking at it like, oh, I'm running out of time. No. Dead people ran out of time.
Yeah.
Everybody else alive. You got 30 swim trunks. Do that for me. You know
How you gonna
swim.
say you got 30 swim trunks, but you ain't never been in the ocean, Joe Rogan? Bro, thank you for having a good sense of humor, man.
That's what I am. I am a good sense of humor.
Yeah, sometimes we forget about that along the way, man. You are.
Right.
How long you want to live for, then, you think, Katt? You got to check that. When you ever think about it?
I was promised that I won't have to deal with that. So I don't consider it. I do know that, I don't,
What kind of answer is
I
that?
don't have any things that I have to do in order to go out the way I would like. So that's a blessing and about one of the best you can get, you know?
Does he say you ready to go tomorrow?
Being okay with the body of work and the legacy and the feelings and the emotions that you left, you know? And I still haven't done my best. Like, comedically, like, I'm still not my funniest. Like, I'm still not working hard enough. Like, I'm still not, I still haven't made a complete package of myself yet, so.
Do you think some comedians start to feel like they have, and that's a trap?
Most comedians have, though. Yeah, I'm saying that becomes part of the career is the fact that a lot of guys that are doing comedy right now were funny from 1995 to 2004. they're still working.
Yeah.
They're still generating income. But their best comedy is long behind them. They're not that comedian that was thinking something was funny and writing it down and figuring a way to get this to the people. And so, yeah, it happens.
What sidetracks comedians? I guess it could be all types of things, huh? What sidetracks them from maybe fulfilling their
Excellence is difficult. But to be mediocre, it's no pressure. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, if you don't feel like you have to be the funniest person that this crowd has seen tonight, then you don't. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nobody's gonna jam you up about it. They'll go, oh, you were funny. And for a lot of people, that's enough.
How do you pick you've had a lot of openers. Like, I've met a lot of your openers over the years here and there. How do you choose them, man? How do you choose these guys or women? You need a lighter?
Whether you're, oh, no, I have no needs. I apologize.
Why are you looking around?
I choose them based upon whether their point of view is unique to them. Like, I don't care what a comedian's talking about. That's your business. I don't care what jokes you're making or how your set flows. But are you telling a story about you? Can people see this 8 minutes, 12 minutes you're gonna do and know you?
What is this cat doing right now?
And have a chance to like you? If you do that, then you can open for me, because my allegiance is to the people out there in those seats. And I want them to see the very best comedians that I can possibly bring, somebody they'll enjoy, whether they're male or female or white or black. Just do they come to work? Yeah. Do they have a show for you? You see?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I care about.
Yeah, I think when I was getting into comedy in the beginning, I wanted people to know me, right? Like, I like the jokes, and I want them to laugh and feel good and see different ways that maybe I think and stuff, but I wanted to sell myself. That's what I always thought, I think.
Yeah.
When I first started. I didn't think, I don't want you to remember one joke. I want you to remember me, right? Like, I felt like this desperate.
That's a star, though. See, you knew that you would be a star. That's different than a performer. A performer is based upon the act. What I'm saying is, magicians ain't shit unless they doing magic.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, if I see them bitches, yeah, I feel.
Right.
Bro, come on. Yeah.
But a true comedian is above the comedy material. The jokes are secondary. We like this guy. And we want to hear what this guy has chosen to say to us about the topics of his choosing.
That's who you are.
You know what I mean? That's who you are.
That's who you work at.
Yeah, well, takes one to know one.
Yeah, you grew up in Ohio, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you grow up by Dave Chappelle? You guys grew up near each other.
Dave Chappelle's not even from Ohio.
Isn't he? I thought he's from Dayton.
I'm from Dayton.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Chappelle's from D.C.
Oh, damn, my bad. Sorry.
No problem.
But he lives in Dayton now, though.
He has he owns probably $5 million worth of property out there.
Dang.
He's done really well for our Dayton, Ohio.
They got a beautiful museum out there I went to.
Dayton's a wonderful place.
They have the Air Force Museum, I think it is, out there.
Yeah, because we have Wright-Patterson Air Force Base that we're very, very proud of. And
it's awesome. Yeah, they have, I think Fat Man and Little Boy are in there. Is it the plane that dropped?
No, I've been there before. It's actually pretty fire.
There's a plane that dropped the bombs on, I want to say it's...
Oh, that museum is in Ohio, and it has like every aircraft almost. I don't want to say every now. It's been a long time since I've been there. But they essentially had models of every aircraft that had been made up until like 2008 when I had went.
I want to say it's Pearl Harbor in there, maybe?
Hiroshima.
It could be Hiroshima. Little Boy and Fat Man.
There we are.
Yeah, that's what Rogan named his the rooms of his comedy club after.
He certainly did. The mothership.
Yeah, they really get it over there.
You feeling the pressure?
Of this interview?
No, of Austin.
Of moving there?
Is Austin calling you?
A little
bit. Are they trying to put pressure on you?
A little bit. I didn't, like, at first I wanted to do my own thing, like a lot of people were moving there.
Yeah.
But now when I'm there, it just feels like it's a fun energy.
It is.
And there's people on stage, and you can go up and down that 6th Street, and you can do 5 or 6 sets in a night. I mean, that's a lot of practice, and it's probably within 800 footsteps or whatever.
Yeah.
So that to me seems really remarkable. What's on the new tour? What's it like? Like, what's it like to still go out there? What's it like to do you do in the round? What's your show like? I haven't been to a Katt Williams show.
Clearly.
Yeah.
And what a blessing. You know what I mean?
That's true. I still have it to look forward to.
Right. And we just learned we got plenty of time, you know? But it's like, I don't know, it's like a festival for laughs and good energy. And there are different comedians before it gets to me. And so you get a chance to get an overview of some of the greatest comedians around the country and get a chance to see them. And it's hosted by Monique, and Monique is a super large figure in comedy, and she has a great presence. And then after all is said and done, then I come out and I congregate with the people for an hour. And yeah, the best thing I think is probably the fact that you've gotten your money's worth twice before I get on stage.
Amen.
And I think that's the part I'm probably proudest of.
Yeah. Were you, what do you bring with you on the road? Somebody said you bring a Cybertruck. Is that true?
Yes. That's my work truck.
I have a Cybertruck. That's why I was just curious what you thought about it.
When I'm home on the ranch, that's my farm truck. I love it. Like,
It's fun. It feels like you're driving an email, kind of.
a what?
It feels like you're driving an email. That's what I feel like sometimes. It just feels like I'm in the future. Like you could floor it and just...
Yeah, it does feel like a UFO.
Yeah. Like you'll put the gas on Monday, like you'll floor it and you'll fucking... When it stops, it's fucking Thursday right there. It's like it just has like a... I don't know.
Yeah, it's a unique experience. You know? Like,
Have you met him? Have you met Elon before?
no, I don't. I don't generally enjoy the company of billionaires.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I know any good billionaires.
Well, it's not that they're not good, but I'm saying I don't need to be reminded of my inadequacies. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like.
Yeah. What you do for fitness, man? What's your fitness regime like? You got a regime each day, or what's that like?
The
That's
ladies
so
keep me
random.
fit. I'm heavy in sexual relations, and so
Oh, yeah.
that keeps you pretty fit.
This man,
I got a cold plunge and a jacuzzi and a sauna that I do pretty ritualistic. I've never been a gym guy. I got 2 torn rotator cuffs, so that
Oh,
kind of
damn.
limits.
Both them bitches gone, huh?
Yeah. So golf is basically how I stay where I'm trying to be. But I've never been 7 pounds under or over in my life.
You that middle
My
dog.
adult, like I'm at 150. You know.
On the dime, baby, he'll show up.
Yeah.
That's
He'll
crazy.
fucking checkmate a scale, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
I feel it though.
Yeah, I think
because
I like, what have I been doing recently? Swimming. Oh, there's you playing
stay
golf right
within
there.
like 3-4 pounds of the same weight.
Damn, cat out there.
Right. So, you know, if you can get 222 without your arms ever going above your head and do it consistently where it always ends up in the fairway, you're hitting, you know, 14, 16 out of 18 in the fairway, you know, then you can play the game a little better.
Banging out there, yeah.
Well,
You can't get them arms. I guess at a certain point, your arms don't need to go that high in there anyway, though. I'm trying to think of what I...
well, it would certainly give me more yards and a fuller thing. It's
Yeah.
just the rotator cuffs don't allow it. So I started golfing with these 80-year-old guys that,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Them bitches, you gotta wait. You gotta...
like they can barely get out the car, but
Yeah.
then they come out there and outdrive you. Every shot is better than your, like, so they taught me how to play golf under restraint so that's to not
Students of
hurt
the game.
myself, you know? So,
And how'd you
Students of
bang
the
them
game.
cuffs up? What happened, you think?
what you mean?
How'd you,
Oh, I was
you swimming?
I was in the midst of a push-up contest.
No way. You blew them out.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But
That's
I was
crazy.
I was probably at 200. I was doing too much.
You did 200 push-ups?
Yeah. Yeah, and tore the cuffs both.
Damn, you ripped both them bitches,
That's a
man.
message to me.
God
I used to sit there
damn,
and
boy,
do
you better
100
like-
push-ups straight,
Pull up
regular
at a Jiffy
basis.
Lube and get well, buddy. Hey,
And the guy I'm going
He's
against,
stupid. He
because
said
the
pull
way
up
it
at
worked
Jiffy.
is you could do as many as you wanted. When you stop, it's my go, and I got a match. You know what I mean? So
You took it to the limits, huh?
he was a horse.
You took it to the limits, man. Yeah, maybe you could probably do some swimming safely. Maybe I could see you get.
Oh, I'm an avid water. Yeah, like I'm in the water probably more than
You that dark
most.
koi, baby. You out there.
I love the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pray underwater, like, because evil can't access you underwater. You know,
Oh, that's
a
interesting.
lot of people don't know.
Is that true?
Yeah, and
Maybe that's why a child is an amniotic fluid, huh?
yeah, like
That's
water's super
interesting.
powerful, like a living being. I'm sure that soon in the future they will confirm for us that water is a sentient being, and that
Man, that's gonna be if they do that.
Well, that's why all through our history there was always gods of water, just because it's such a powerful force. you
Yeah.
know?
Interesting.
Yeah. God is great.
Yeah, I have a trouble out there. I think I'm just not the best swimmer, man. I don't like the swim cap either. I never liked putting that cap on. That just was not something that was my vibe,
What do you mean by not a good swimmer?
I don't like it, man. I don't like being out in there. I'm kind of a land dog. I like being on land. I respect water too much. I think I get too scared in it. That's it. I get scared in it.
Yeah, you have to have a real respect for it,
Definitely.
no matter what. Like on a boat or
Definitely scared of it.
regardless. Like
Yeah.
it's one of those crazy
Oh my
things
God,
that
dog.
it's beautiful and wonderful and it sustains life, but it has 1,000 ways to kill you.
Yeah.
And it houses the scariest in the whole world.
Yeah, I just get nervous.
Yeah. But what are you like in a jacuzzi though?
I'm pretty chill, I think. I'm okay in a jacuzzi, but even then, if nobody's around,
Yeah.
I just don't know if I trust myself or not to like.
In the
If I'm even driving through a long puddle, I'll look at my watch and make sure everything's all right. I just get.
crazy.
But you had a drowning
I get
incident
in
in
the
your past.
jacuzzi though.
I think I've just had some probably nervous experiences with it, man. We used to have a neighbor, and this guy was probably, I don't know if he had like one of them big bathtubs they had at their house, and they would he would make us play Navy or something. He's probably a gay guy, but we didn't know, right? But he would have us playing Navy and shit.
You have more than 6 of those stories, so you can't. We ain't claiming it now.
Yeah, we had, but he'd have us play, but it was just like a lot of.
There was a guy had you looking in buttholes. So I'm saying
Yeah, we've had some fucking wild neighbors, bro.
some of these guys were for certain gay.
I don't know if they was. I don't know if they
I'm not sure what they were. We're sure what they were.
That's crazy.
You just made it through all the gauntlets, like as a participant.
Oh yeah, bro. I put a juke on a nutsack. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Give me my $4.
That's crazy.
Bro, we grew up just but back then they had this more pedophiles and wildness. I think back then, man, people wouldn't. Now it's all documented,
Right.
But back then it was just people was more, I remember we had a guy they called. One basketball coach had been like kind of tickling the kids a lot, right? And then the other guy called him, and he said, "Hey, if you keep."
You said that so natural.
I'm just saying that.
You said that so naturally. Like that's a thing that coaches can find themselves dealing with.
He trying to get that 3-pointer out of you, bro. But they had, but they called him and said, "Hey," they said, "Mr. Sharp," you said, "You can't if you keep
He said they try to get that 3-pointer out. That's crazy.
tickling a kid, you can't coach them no more." But that was it. There wasn't like a lawsuit or anything. It was just more, stern activity. Don't do it. Don't do it like that. But we had. I don't fucking know, man. What were we talking about? Oh, swimming people.
You got
Swimming,
so
man. Yeah, I think I just get too nervous in water.
sidetracked.
I know it's too powerful. That's what I know.
Yeah.
I know it's way more powerful than I am, man.
Yeah.
But it's so funny you get that, like, yeah, because I could see you, man. I think sometimes if I think about you like, I could see you having like a show at a SeaWorld or something like that,
That's so random.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Matt, like cat.
No, it'll be a one night only.
But still.
because I'm letting everybody out.
Oh, you free, bro.
Like this is wrong.
You free.
Like I'm black. I'm not going to stand here in front of a prison and do a show.
You freeing all the black fish, everything.
All the fish.
Every fish in
All
the
the
ocean,
fish.
bro. Free Nemo, bro, till
I
it's
don't know.
backwards, man.
I don't know what happened yesterday. Everyone's gone.
Dude, if they had one night though,
Yeah.
I'm talking a $320 ticket. It's a pricey ticket, but it's
Yeah.
a one night only. Katt Williams and the whales, baby.
Right.
Cat, fish,
I got you.
people, bro. It'd be unprecedented, man.
Indeed. Indeed,
It would be unprecedented. People would love it, man.
I think people are loving the fact that you're sharing new stories.
Thanks, man.
Right.
Yeah, like
So get back to the guy in his big bathtub.
oh yeah, Roy was his name, right?
Roy.
And he ended up in the military. But at the time, nobody knew that. You know, we were just children, and he was and he got a whistle or something. Somebody bought him a whistle, and so he would just have us like do these like little games or whatever, you know, and so I don't know if kids were violent during that, or sometimes people would be aggressive or something. But I think maybe that made me nervous about water. My sister almost drowned one time. I thought she did. She didn't, but she almost drowned once. So I think just stuff like that. We would go swim in a river, and there weren't a lot of lifeguards. So I think that's super scary because, you know, you get caught with a current or something. It's just real. It can be a lot, you know.
Which river?
The river we were at, I think it was probably part of the Chafuncta, like a little tributary of it.
Chafuncta?
Dirty water.
Yeah.
That's
What is
scary
the
too.
Chafuncta?
Yeah. Yeah, so just that kind of atmosphere, I guess, maybe. Trying to think of what made me so scared. And you know what? I don't know if I knew how to swim that great. Yeah, Chafuncta River. I don't know if I knew how to swim that great, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think, yeah, people could.
Yeah,
I would
know
love to see you do a
something
water
right
show
now.
of some sort one day if you ventured out to that sort of thing.
I appreciate the fact that you're giving me ideas of things that are unprecedented.
Yeah, it'd be really cool, man.
Katt Williams
Nobody else has a
not
water
about
show.
to do that.
I love it.
Insurance companies
Dog, what?
speak to insurance companies directly.
This episode is sponsored by Prize Picks. Do you love firing on sports? Pew, pew. Well, Prize Picks is the best daily fantasy sports app for you. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. You can fire on all your favorite sports like the NBA, NFL, UFC, and
The fact
many
that he's
more.
sitting here reading
Instead of
this
choosing
like
teams,
that
you
straight
choose
off the paper.
individual players.
That's
Each
so
player has a set
laughable.
projection, and you
And they
either
still
choose
paid him
more
to
or
do it.
less than that set
We know
projection.
he's reading a
That's what
script,
I like
but he
about it. That's
still
what
got
makes it
paid
so
to do it.
unique. For example, if you think Patrick Mahomes is going to throw for more than 17 completions, you'd pick more. If you think Jalen Hurts is going to launch more than 22 comps, you'd pick more. If you're smart with sports and you know what players are going to perform on what nights, Prize Picks is the best app for you. With the Super Bowl on the horizon, now is the time to get in on Prize Picks. On top of the play $5, get $50 offer for all new users with code Theo, the Prize Picks group will also have a free pick live for the Super Bowl. That's right, get a free pick that you can add to your lineup. Now's the best time to get in. Use that promo code Theo and cash in those free picks on top of that. Thank you, Prize Picks. If you love Bitcoin or you're looking to get in crypto, then I've got the right thing for you. I've got what you need. It's MoonPay. That's what I'm introducing you to. It's the easy way to buy or sell crypto using the payment methods you already feel comfortable with. Credit card, debit, PayPal, and even Venmo. Crypto's been on a tear. And if you're thinking about diving into that digital treasure chest, MoonPay's got your back. MoonPay isn't just another player. They've got the experience
Bro,
to
the
make
fact
buying
that he's
crypto
reading
as
these like
smooth as a
this
freshly
is
paved
irky.
road.
And the
Thank
fact
you,
that they
MoonPay.
still paid him for
I've
it
had
while
my
he's
ups and
reading
downs
it
with
off
crypto.
the paper.
Once I got so
Irky.
hooked, I was checking
What?
prices more and just, I couldn't even feed my damn baby. I was just too busy checking prices and charts. I sold it all a few times, but like a boomerang, I'm back, thanks to MoonPay. Using MoonPay's app is simpler than a one-string guitar, and it's available on iPhone and Android, so you can always have MoonPay in your pocket. So if you're looking to get into crypto, there's no better place than MoonPay. Head over to moonpay.com/THEO, or you can access them in any OVAS.com/Theo. Tecovas.com/Theo. See site for details. Tecovas. Point your toes west. Were you affected by the fires, Kat? Do y'all have any damage?
I felt like everybody in my work life lived in the Palisades. Like, yeah, it's a massive gut punch. Just the lives and economies of people that have been destroyed. But this is how life operates. You know, it's very humbling for there to be thousands of homeless millionaires. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so surprising, man. I had a friend, I was talking to him. He said, hey, do you want me to go to your apartment and get I got a Jeep Cherokee out here, so you want to go get it in case the winds change it? And I said, I think it's going to be okay. And I said, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm going to an audition. And it was just so wild that you had places that were completely disappear off the earth. And then you have a guy who's going to an audition at the same time, you know? Just that there's so many things happening at once in this. It's like part of it is so affected and some of it is unaffected, you know? Kind of just was a dichotomy.
Yeah, I feel that way every time I watch international news. You know what I mean? Just to, if you watch another country's news and see all of the stuff that they're going through that we never hear about or know about, or it's crazy. LA is just so massive of a city, you know?
Yeah, it's like a state almost in a way.
Right, like LA is like a collection of 100 cities, you know, that
And
make
that's
this.
also
That's a good point. I never thought about it like that.
With Hollywood and its Encino and Beverly Hills and all Compton,
All
Gardena,
within, like,
and
30,
Inglewood,
40
and
minutes.
Hawthorne, and Torrance, and the city of
Manchester.
Commerce, and all of
LA.
these places are
That's all Los Angeles County.
fingers and pieces of the body that is LA. So there's no way for 6 or 7 of those parts to be going through pain and the body to be okay. But by the same token, it has to be. You know what I mean? Like, if you break your finger, the rest of your fingers still got work to do. You know what I mean? Like,
The real way of looking at it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, sometimes I think about what it would be like if I were like another ethnicity, you know? You ever imagine like that? Like if you was an Asian guy? Like if you could handle it?
you know,
You ever had dreams like that where you're Asian?
I'm not sure if you have those when you're black. Like, I'm saying I was born black, so I was born a superior being, a superb specimen, if you will, as far as human creations are concerned. So I never wanted to be anything other than that.
I've never thought about what it would be like to be
I wanted
Asian
to know
or Hawaiian or Mexican.
how
or
other people felt. So I didn't.
But you never like thought I want to be that?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, but maybe some of that is because I didn't think that was possible.
Because I always knew it wasn't possible, so I never thought
Yeah,
about
like
it.
I didn't see it from a negative perspective. I saw it from a positive perspective.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
I'm in the driver's seat. Yeah, it'd be cool to be a passenger, but I like the seat I'm in. That makes sense?
yeah, I didn't think that Chinese people were having more fun or doing better things, or I thought they were doing different things. And
Yeah, they're doing fine.
Yeah, and I was interested in knowing what those were, but it never dawned on me that they might be better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I had white friends that were admirable, but I didn't imagine being white, and I didn't think that they imagined being black, I guess, either. But you have a great imagination, which is what makes you world class, you know? Like, you have to have that. Because I heard you tell the story of, you know, I know the stories.
Yeah, because I think about that a lot, I guess, of what it would be like to be different ethnicities, if I could handle it, you know, if I would think it was fun.
I don't think that you would be as different from yourself as you...
Or as a white guy.
As you imagine that you would be.
Oh, you would just be kind of the same, but just in different shades?
Right. What I'm saying is I don't think that you because...
So you think the thoughts and all are kind of the same, then, you think? Like that's...
I'm almost certain that you as a black guy are also not the norm. You're not...
Yeah.
You're...
I could do it, I think,
kind
man.
of a singular... Yeah, you can...
He's telling them that it don't matter what race the person
I don't know,
is,
I'm
he's
trying
always
to
going to be eccentric.
culture vulture or whatever, but I would like, if they let people, if I get to do reincarnation, I would put in an application. I know that.
Okay, so let's work this out. Let's work this out, because if reincarnation is real, you have some say in it. Right?
Well, that's right, because you probably get to apply or talk to the manager.
I'm saying there's nobody else's opinion that would be more valued than yours, right? So let's decide.
Yeah.
So where are you coming back? What do you want to try first?
I would, ethnicity, you mean?
Don't go right to black.
Okay, I won't. I'll wait at least a round or whatever. I will do, I don't know if Asian seems so, It feels like you could. It feels easy to do, kind of. I hate to say that. It just seems.
Yeah, that's racist.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay. Yes, I said it. Asian people. Oh, I would be Mexican.
Cat know the whole thing.
You're kind of almost. You're like a little black or whatever,
Right.
but you're also. You're just.
Right. What was his name?
He said you're like a little
They
black.
came in your school.
Oh.
No,
Nuh-uh.
the first Mexican.
No, the first Mexican that we ever had in our school.
Not Constantine.
No, Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So you at least have some experience.
Yeah.
Like you know how you could show up, and you could be a hero and not get ahead of yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I would go
be
easy
Hispanic.
into it. I wouldn't let anybody know that had been there, that it was my first time. I think you'd have to be, because sometimes I believe you have first times as a human even. Like you meet some people and it's like, oh, this is this person's first time being a human. The soul. Like
That's
this,
right. So
this is a
funny.
damn newborn,
Right.
And then you
He
meet some
meet
people, you're like,
people
damn,
that
this
you
person is
thinking
a sensei. This person has been.
They've been here before.
They've been here before.
Right.
But yeah, I wouldn't go do black first, man. I wouldn't. Yeah, I would definitely
He's
keep that for like or I would. Yeah, I would try. I would be honored to do it if they let me do it. That's what I would say.
I don't speak for the entire delegation, but
And I would do my best, man.
we would be again as a black guy, we would be honored to have you come through
Applaud.
What
our
is this
path.
conversation?
And the only reason I said don't do it first is just because there are certain things that go along with it that you just don't know how you would handle it,
Yeah.
until you got the dick of a horse, and then you just got to figure this thing out. Like,
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, you got a parallel park, even probably tougher.
everything is different.
A little bit different, I'm sure. But yeah, I don't know if I'd go I would like to. Especially if I got to bring a friend, I would definitely do it, man. If I could.
You don't get to bring a friend.
Ooh, see,
You
that's-
make new friends with each of the. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
This is
I know.
such
See, I
a-
want to just
right,
have some safety. Same reason I don't want to be in the water.
Conversation.
It's just when I feel
Right.
risk, it makes me. I think it makes me feel nervous.
right. But nervousness was created for that. Nervousness is a good thing. You're supposed to feel that, but that doesn't dictate whether you continue. And if you can get a hold of that, understanding that nervousness doesn't mean stop.
Yo, what he is saying right now is the absolute truth. Just because you're nervous, that don't mean you stop, dog. Nervousness isn't an endpoint. It's a realization.
Yellow light doesn't mean stop. The yellow light means be cautious, right? And so when you feel those nerves, understand those nerves mean, okay, don't fuck around, but you can still enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to get you closer to the water in 2025, and we're going to deal with some of these ethnic,
Blockages, maybe.
I don't think they're blockages. You're very open-minded.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah, they're not blockages. Yeah, just
You're not dealing with blockage. You're dealing with uncertainty as to who you are in the universe and whether or not you belong in the places you feel like you.
Man, that's interesting. That is kind of how I feel. Yeah, because I'm always thinking of what this other thing would be like, kind of.
Right. Right. Because
I never really thought about it like that.
I don't believe this is your home planet.
He just called
Do
this
you
man
believe
an
that most of the
alien.
people here that are living right now, that this is their home planet?
No.
Where are we going,
No.
Kat?
So you feel like it's more that you feel like we're maybe a species from somewhere else that's been kind of, that landed here, or that got.
All of the religions tell the same story. And all of the stories are started up there and then end up down here and then continue. And there's a reason for that, I believe.
Do you feel like this is like a place we're supposed to learn something? Do you feel like it's a place that we're kind of just spending time?
An experience, a destination. You and I are at an age where we remember when the video game experience wasn't what it is now. It was still a game, like Monopoly or something, Where it is now, it's a whole different universe that you can live inside from your Xbox or your PlayStation. And in Call of Duty, you're an actual soldier and you get kills and deaths and eliminations and when you then cross over to the PGA game, you have your actual golfer that looks like you and has the name you gave him, and he's really gonna go out there and do this 18 on Whistling Straight. And you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Then I go and get in my Podium 1 sim racer, and I pick the car of my choice, and I'm an actual racer. So those experiences located in that console, that's this experience here on Earth that we're all able to share. And that's what would make that reincarnation possible. It just means, oh, yesterday I played that game, and today I'm logging in this experience. And so, yeah, certainly a universal college, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I forget. I get caught up in the minutia of things, you know, and I forget to kind of have this bigger breath of like, this is an experience. It's not a sentence.
An experience in which you're winning.
Right.
And an experience in which you're in a better position than others who have been in this same, you are excelling in a life in which you very well could have turned out to be nothing.
Yeah.
Or another statistic, or just another forgotten body in a ditch. And those were the hazards, right?
Yeah.
And you, Theo Von, made it through all of that and negated all of those horrific possibilities and are here in this position, the best you've ever been, you know? And those are the facts. And if we tell ourselves more of the facts in our head, then we don't hear so much negative, you know?
If we try and just focus on telling ourselves the facts.
Yeah, of how good we're doing. Like, we're much too hard on ourselves.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
you know?
I feel that all the time, man.
Yeah,
I feel like I don't know any other way to be almost sometimes. Like, not in a bad way, but yeah, I feel like it's this constant sentence. You know, like I feel like there's always been this to-do list that I don't even make, and it's just always been there. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah.
That's how I feel all the time.
Right.
Like, I got to do, you know, still have to prove it, you know, a constant of approving.
All winners have that disease.
I'm glad to know I'm not
It's,
the only one. Then he put that that's what I feel like
Inflicted.
every day.
It's for you. It's you doing that. And there's nothing wrong with that harsh management. It's what gets you to the point that you're at. But if you have animals, you know that a relationship doesn't do good with just control words, just sit and stay, and there needs to be connection fostered, and treats are the best thing for learning, you know? And so treat yourself with those type of things as well. Like, don't forget to remind yourself of all of the people that you tell stories about, and the fact that that was it for them. That little piece of the story you told, like, they didn't get better. Like, they didn't then change some stuff and go, like, you did. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, who was like a role model when you were growing up? Where do you think you got some of your own influences from? Do you think it was from people like actually humans in the world, or do you feel like you had kind of like divine thoughts that came into your head, or guidance? Like, where did that kind of stuff affect you, like when you were younger, do you feel like?
I got it all from books. Like, I got it all from books. Like,
What are you smoking, Kat? Sir? Brother?
You smoking?
If it's not pot, I can smoke it.
Right. He said, if it's not pot, I can smoke it. Yeah, it's for certain pot.
Oh, it is?
Yes, sir.
Oh, damn, brother. Yeah.
Sorry, if you needed a cigarette, you could have one.
Yeah, I might have a cigarette with you, man.
Sure. What you're getting ready to have is not even available in this place that we live in.
I mean,
What? California. LA?
Yeah. Oh, they don't have Newports here?
Yeah, they're not allowed to do
Wow.
menthos. So racist.
Yeah, it's weird. You can burn down a whole town, but you can't have a Newport.
Right. Right. And your blackness begins.
Yeah.
That ain't the first time he done smoked on
Yes,
Newport.
sir.
That ain't the first time he done smoked on
I love that a
Newport.
lot.
Yes, sir.
We had some cool black kids growing up in our area, bro.
Right. Right. Your basketball team picture is just so wonderful.
Oh, thanks, man. Cal Jackson on there, Don Galadis, he had a child. Number 34, our basketball pitcher. We had a lot of good kids in there, man.
Right.
Shout out James Gray. His dad ran a tire place. He was in there. There's Vincent. He got all the ladies Vincent did. And Johnny, that's Big Johnny. He was damn 11 feet tall, baby. He had birds living on his shoulders, baby. He was up there.
Look,
We had a lot of cool kids in our area.
that's how we know everything is perception for you. You know what I mean? Because you gave 2 whole different sizes for 2 niggas that's the same size. you can see they ain't the same size in the picture. No, he doesn't let that change his story. One of them was 7'7". He was bigger than all the trees. The other one was 6'1". Here they are together.
Bro, Johnny was so tall, he had windows on the side of his head, but he was tall, man. He was...
No, you were kneeling down.
Yeah, countless stories. Yeah, I might have been. That's true. You're right.
That's silly. I'm not gonna
Always
lie. He
kneeling
was
down,
ashing
man.
his
Yeah,
water
but
cup.
these experience, like, no matter what, like, that dude, number 34, like, we want to hear his stories.
Yeah.
Like, we know he's got stories, and we want to know if he'll tell the stories. And the fact that that's what you do is why.
Well, thanks, man. Thanks for the nice words. I appreciate it. You do a great job too, man. Thank you for all the joy over the years. You just bought a military base, is that right?
Yeah, formerly Fort McClellan.
Who buys a
Fort McClellan, was
military
it-
base? Why did Katt Williams buy a military base, dog? What?
Active base till recently, or
I think it decommissioned in 1999.
what's it like over there?
Magnificent. Magnificent. It's going to be one of the greatest things that I personally have ever done. But it's
This is it?
Planning on doing?
that's the front side of the beginning of the campus, which is 30 buildings,
School.
3 million indoor square feet, 4.5 miles of roads. Like, you know, we got the best parts of the base. They had chemical testing and stuff. We don't have those parts of the base. That's the Department of Homeland Security. But yeah, we just have a wonderful, blessed base at the foothills.
That's dope. It sounds like
Of the
it's gonna turn
mountains,
into a school.
and it's really magical. And I was able to see what Tyler Perry was able to do with 200 or 300 acres and a military base. And
Yeah, it's
how-
amazing.
And how you could make a movie studio out of that. And so, yeah, we're,
It's unbelievable.
It hit the news recently, but I purchased it a couple years back. Yeah, I've had it, so we've been working.
Was that a tough step to like take that? Like, okay, we can get this and we can do this. Like, did you reach out to Tyler Perry? Because I know he has, like, in Atlanta, he has an amazing space. He may have many spaces now. This was 3 years ago. I went to a space there to train for something, and it was unbelievable.
No. I wasn't looking then or now for assistance. Like, we can do this. I just needed to be able to have a home where great movies and entertainment product could be made without any of the shenanigans that are generally involved with Hollywood, and be able
I ain't
to
with
crank
the-
them out. And
with the politics and antics.
that all it needs to do is be good. If it's good, we're going to make it. And so even though it might have appeared from interviews of me that, you know, this guy just loves tearing people apart, really, you know, we're trying to create something where it can provide a platform for a lot of people to show what they do. So, yeah.
So it'd be a place where you can make other people's kind of dreams come true, like with film, television, that sort of thing.
Right, where you can just basically have a great script and a great cast and leave your troubles at the door and walk out with the movie
Hell yeah.
in the can. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I like that. I like
it
that,
is.
doing things yourself.
yeah. Yeah, because they'll let the comedy movie industry die if we allow it. You know what I mean? And nobody in the fan base ever said, hey, we don't want any more funny movies.
Yeah.
Nobody said that. None of the fans ever were like, hey, we're tired of laughing at the movies. Yeah, boo to the... No one ever said that. They just decided, you know, we make more money in the superhero action department. Let's just do all those.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it'll just take for somebody in the comedy sphere to start producing funny shit, and there we go again.
Do you already have projects kind of on tap?
Yeah, we got a slate. Well, I'm not allowed to really answer that question, but yeah, like it's a great location where it is. You know, like it's an hour and a half from Atlanta or less. It's 45 minutes from Birmingham. You know, and I love that area, and they're so thirsty to be involved. You know that. We have equal thirst. So everybody wants it to work, and so it will. Yeah.
Amen. Dude, that's exciting, huh?
It is. It is.
Will you have kind of your hand in on most of the projects, kind of? Like, is that a weird question?
It's kind of not necessary for how it's set up. It's set up in much of the way the grocery store is set up. So my job is just to make sure that all of the food that we sell in this grocery store belongs in this grocery store. You see what I'm saying? Is it a good quality? Oh, we'll get it in there. The people will want to see that. Yeah, they'd love that. Yeah, the cherry plums. Yeah, they'd love that, you know? And once that barrier is crossed, then we're just trying to make the best project for you and to make your smaller budget be able to compete with the larger budgets.
All right, I'm gonna have to call it a break. They got another hour and a half. Your boy's sleepy.